everyone. So this is probably the best board I've hit in any run ever. Um, it's just so beautiful. Look at this. The 100, and like leopard six and Bakunawa to cover like coconut. It's just beautiful. Let's get into it. Pretty nice start. Really like Chipmunk as my big tier one sell pet. Because you can rice it and get, what is it? Like nine? Yeah, nine. Am I Sorry, it's six extra gold at level six, or sorry, level three. Yeah. So we get a five chipmunk start. Pretty good so far, and the game actually lets us keep the tier one life. Really good stuff. We I've started just insta ripping triple. I think um it's just so much tempo to like miss out on if you don't have it. But I do hold this second tier up. I take the Stone Cycle first because it's like we're still looking for like Wyvern and more Guinea and Bass as well. Find another Guinea, which is a little strange to keep on board, but keep it. Um, yeah. We play this like really weird Bombus team and win by a large margin. Um, and I decided to rip this triple because I wanted to. I didn't want my Guinea like taking up three slots. Uh, it made it like difficult to hold the other chipmunk. So yeah, we're going into turn five with one triple and probably five lives with two tempo tier threes on my board. Let's see, does this guy let us keep alive? Oh, unfortunately he doesn't. Okay, so we come in with four lives, which is less than ideal, uh, and only one triple. So it's not like the most high roll thing ever. But we see a pill in opening shop, and we can actually just like pill the anteater and get it off our board and buy a wyvern for like one gold, essentially. We do miss elk. We only hit a deer. Pretty unfortunate. Don't even get an avocado to end on. We're going to be taking the other wyvern on board. Like you're just selling our tempo pets. We don't really care. Um, we just want to be as greedy as possible, usually. Luckily, we run into this pretty horrible team by Polo Pan and managed to keep another life. Okay, so this is interesting. I see rice in my shop, and I can see I can half combine. I like recently put rollaway in my pack, so I just wanted to try it out, and I thought it was like pretty decent given how large these two stat lines were. And I can just like rice it anyways, and it gives me a nice little cold efficient breakpoint here. And yeah, it does let us win the round. Nice job, rollaway. I don't think I'm buying more rollaways. I don't want to spend like six gold on a tier up. I just want to look for elk because it's like turn seven. We do have four lives, which is really good for turn seven, but we don't have an elk, which is not what you want to see. Another Bonobo. Originally, the first Bonobo was to just get the Wyvern tier up, but um, I just take the other one because well, it's like buying a 1.5 Wyvern or a 1.5 elk, since we do finally find the on curve elk. Yeah, by this point, people have like real teams. They just built like a big unit. Turn seven, they should have like a big unit and then just win. Uh, so we're going to be sacking both of the tier four lives most of the time. We buy a cheese because we're not really rolling for much. Um, find another elk, and I decide to take even more gold. Not worth looking for the guinea tier up anymore when you can just get three gold from another elk, and I can cheese it. So actually, we have a decent tempo, like a decent tempo board, but fortunately, we're gonna see this. Those cheeses were not even close to hitting a good target. So coming to turn nine, two lives, 17 gold. on this, but and 1 tier up. So it's like a kind of a mid-roll, not really the best thing ever. Like ideally you want like 30 gold on this and 2 tier ups, or 3 if you can get it. It's fine. We find a Clops here, so what we can do is we can actually play for Elk 3 to get another tier up. Uh, and in some cases we are. Oh yeah, I decide to just like greed another round because I have 2 lives. I can just pivot on turn 10. So I take the behemoth and I take basically a second behemoth. And I'm just rolling for like chocolates and stuff now. Mainly flounder. I think flounder is the best of the XP pets. Uh, and you really want to be playing for like flounder too. That's how you get like the highest of high rolls. Um, I actually face this like really cool like tardigrade ultra team. Um, and end up losing, but we were expecting that. Okay, so now turn 10. This is the pivot turn. We're not taking avocados. We're trying to figure out how to win. Uh, find the wyvern level, which is real good because we're not winning this game without finding more tier 6s on this turn. So take the bop. Bop is the primary scaler of this pack. Take this level because we want to find another, what's it called? Yeah, just another tier 6. So now we have both bop and sauropod. This is like the main stuff you want to have when you're trying to run this build. Take both rices. This third rice is a little awkward because it's like, what do I sell? I just like decide to insta sell the bop. Find a flounder, which is pretty nice. We're gonna freeze roll for another food so that we can buy churros and then buy the free rice, and get rice value off of it because obviously you don't want to replace the rice. Pretty nice turn. I really don't like skipping the blobfish there. Actually, that was a mistake. Um, this hamster's free. Actually, I wonder. Yeah, I do take it. Now that I have a bop, it's like it gives me slightly extra gold for the downside of bop hitting it. So it's like interesting. Maybe it's not actually that good because you don't really want bop to miss. Yeah, it's probably not actually that good. Find a ton of flounders and a rice here, which lets us get flounder 2 here. So usually these boards get really strong if you have bop sauropod, and then you're like the max XP gen you get is from flounder. So this is a really nice turn 10 board. We have 2 bops and 2 sauropods. That's like so much gold. And not to mention our buff target is a 24/24 behemoth. Um, so yeah, we're just trying to print as much gold from the sauropods as possible. That strawberry jam was plus gold. Um, so obviously we're just going to buy it. And I combined the bops for a trigger reset here. I can't buy this third bop immediately on the board because I need to get the food triggers. And I wouldn't have enough gold to buy like real foods in the other case. And then we get this really nice breakpoint to do this. I probably should have taken the other bop on board so that this one would get a trigger. Or actually, no, it would get a trigger anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I decided to take the red panda here, just playing for the high roll, and I hit hammerhead, so I just get like a free 3 gold. I think it's a. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how like valuable that play is in reality, but probably can't be too bad. And yeah, by this point we have a 40-40 and a 25-20-33 behind it. So pretty decent board. We should beat most other opponent boards that are also on 1 life because that's how matchmaking works. Yeah. So the rest of these turns are going to be pretty similar. Um, now that we started winning, we can take Venus flytraps, and we could have went for hammerhead too. That'd be fun. It's good to have it come back. We have the double bop double sauropod set up again. We're gonna take the Sardinian current because it's positive gold and it's like +2 gold next turn too. So it's no reason to not take it. Yeah. So we have Sauropod 4, Bop 4. Pretty good stuff. Okay, so it's turn 11 and we're already past 50-50. This is like ridiculous. Absolute, absolutely ridiculous. We're almost at like, yeah, like we should beat like most turn 11 boards. And people are just not going to be scaling this fast. Decide to take another Sardinian current. It's a real good food. Uh, you gain 2 gold for buying it, and then it gives you constant 2 gold in future turns. Yeah, I'm just looking for like chocolate and avocado mainly. I just want to get everything level 3, and then that should let me. Oh yeah, I also want white okra, but that lets me get everything to 50-50, and then once I get everything to 50-50, I can start transforming into like god builds. Um, Also, what's really nice is we're only on 5 wins, so we have till like what, turn 17? No, we have till turn 16 actually, to get everything we've ever wanted on board. Uh, so sometimes when you're like high rolling this hard, like you want to you want to have like end boards and like keep building stronger boards, but like the game ends, which is kind of annoying. I wish they had some sort of free play mode like BTD6. Probably be pretty fun. Oh, that's interesting. I decided to skip the other white okra and then take it anyways. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was thinking. I guess I was thinking I want the slot open for chocolate. I feel like that would make the most sense. I skipped the, like, I guess, yeah. Actually, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I guess I thought the avocado was more valuable than white okra. Sure. Get bot 3. We're looking for Sora 3 to reset triggers. Yeah, they changed trigger reset, which is interesting because it didn't actually affect that much. Because it's still trigger resets on level up. Oh yeah, we chickpea our sauropod because it's no longer useful. Like it doesn't have any triggers, so I got annoyed at it and converted it. um, like our board's almost maxed out. Like we don't need the scalers or the gold gen anymore. Uh, yeah, so it is turn 13, and I already have 100. Pretty decent board. Yeah, 23 gold this turn should be enough to get us to 50-50. Like, well, usually on like the high roll lines, you get 50-50 at turn 14. Okay, so this is interesting. I wonder why I chickpea'd the leopard. That's probably not the best play ever. I think I'm just spamming transforms. Yeah, I'm not sure why I did all that. Probably because it was like gold efficient or something. I think I should have probably just been rolling for like chocolates because I still don't have all level 3s. Yeah. So turn 14, I'm basically almost all 50-50, but very slightly off. And nice turn there. We get to have all of our guys level 3 now. So we're gonna start transforming the bop because, well, everyone's max stats besides Behemoth 2. Oh yeah, poor Jebel board here. That's crazy though. I took 73 health and damage from Boxfish, but just not even close. So all I'm missing here is 2 equipment slots in the last unit, which I hit immediately, which is pretty nice. And then we find white okra tofu. Um, So our board's very pretty now. We have all the equipment and all the units with stats. And I find a pair here, which lets me get to exactly 100, 100. Or not exactly, but it just lets me hit 100, 100. And it makes my board a lot more beautiful. But the crazy thing is like we play this like Jevil board. Actually, no, it's not. It's not that close, but they do break 100, 100, which is well done by them. But yeah, this is probably the best board I've ever built in SAP. Pretty good stuff.